and his father was the head coach there for a long, long time. It is a legendary, strong program, and now they have another state champion.
You know, one other thing I'd like to bring up about Navante Demison is what his brothers have done in this tournament. One was third at CIF State in 2007. His brother Natrell was a 3-time CIF State placer, but now a member of the Demison family is a state champion. Gotta love it. Here we go to 145 pounds. The quartet of Southern Section twins, 2 sets of twins. Obviously, a quartet would be quadruplets, but we have 2 sets of twins. First, the Wicks from San Marino, and then the Thomas brothers from Calvary Chapel. Zander Wick will take on Ruben Garcia, 49-1. Zander Wick, mind you, is 36-1. Zander Wick will be in the white and blue singlet with Ruben Garcia in the orange from Selma at 145 pounds. We're underway.
Zander Wick has been very impressive in this tournament, and he is keeping it up. He went right in for the single leg, did not hesitate. He's stepping over. He's looking to crack this thing down and get the other leg. He's working it. He's working. He's got the other leg. There's going to be a takedown right there. That's 2. It's 2. Garcia's holding his head, but that's not stopping anything. Now, Garcia is ranked number 2, and Wick is ranked number 1. What athleticism. That is amazing. Now, the Wick brothers, Zander and Evan, are recruited and going to Wisconsin.
Headed to the Big Ten, of course, coached by John Azevedo.
The San Marino High School, coached by John Azevedo, who I don't think we mentioned tonight was the coach at Calvary Chapel at one time, and then the coach at Cal Poly on the college D1 level. So John's doing a big job there. And that, you know, I want to mention the Titan Mercury Wrestling Club, which is part of this triumvirate in Southern California. The Titan Mercury Club is the #1 freestyle Greco club in the country and has some world champions in it. Also, out of that organization is Beat the Streets Los Angeles. Now, they're doing everything they can to promote and do things for wrestling. In fact, they are going to be the people that are bringing the World Cup of Wrestling to the Los Angeles Forum. That event is going to be Saturday and Sunday, June 11th and 12th, and the top 8 countries are bringing teams prior to the Olympic Games in Rio to Los Angeles in June. And I recommend that if you love wrestling, you want to see these teams compete. So Russia is going to be there, Iran is going to be there, Azerbaijan is going to be there, as well as the USA. So the Titan Mercury Club is working hard to grow wrestling in California, and they're a big part of it, and San Marino is part of that triumvirate.
Well, what an event ahead of the showcase that is the Olympic Games. Coming up, what'd you say, June 11th, I believe, at the LA Forum?
11th and 12th at the beautiful Forum, because the Forum's been totally renovated.
One of the great venues in California, at least in a historic sense.
Definitely. Before there was a Staples, it was the Forum. Nice takedown. Garcia got the escape, and Wick went right in and took him down again. Garcia is a very tough guy, but Wick is really skilled, you know, and just peaking exactly at the right time. Just look at nice leg riding. He's high on that leg. He's grinding Garcia. Garcia is a tough guy, and he's not being allowed to compete against Wick here. He's not allowing it. Let me put it that way. Pretty amazing.
Wick is just so technically gifted.
Really, and again, the coaching staff at San Marino is top notch. I mean, it really impresses when you see that. You know, they had a state champion in Flores, unfortunately didn't repeat, but the Wick brothers are here. There's a kid named Zander Silva who competed well here. Another takedown. You know, it's a clinic. He's putting on a clinic here against a tough guy.
6-1 for Zander Wick. Like you said, headed to Wisconsin, and we've talked about the Wisconsin program that might have lost their way a little bit in these past few years. Can the Wicks, help elevate them back to the upper echelon of the Big Ten?
We believe that the Valencia brothers are going to help rejuvenate Arizona State.
Sure.
So you have two brothers going to Wisconsin, and we talked about this earlier. Again, Dan Gable started this whole thing when he started recruiting brothers to come to wrestle for Iowa, who turned out to be national champions and then world placers and world champions and Olympians, because the brothers support, the family support, the thing, that you're not alone when you have your brother there. So, and twins, the Brands brothers. Tom Brands is the head coach at Iowa. His brother Terry is on the staff at Iowa, but they both wrestled at Iowa, twins. So, interesting, and now we have two sets of twins tonight. Crazy.
I think important to point out, though, here, Coach, that Ruben Garcia is a first generation. He has not had any family members wrestle, and here he is going toe-to-toe with Zander Wick. 45 seconds left in the second period here at Rabobank.
Well, let's give credit to the Selma coaching staff. I mean, they've had a lot of kids get into the finals, a lot of champions. The program there is top-notch. Again, Central Section, right? If you believe that steel sharpens steel, the Central Section is, look at tonight. It's crazy what's going on with it.
One champion from outside the Central Section. That's Trent Gillum from Helix Charter at 132.
Look at this. He's just fearless. He just tried to step in, and he's going to score another out of bounds. Talk about athleticism. Garcia will not, he's a tough kid. He doesn't want to give it up. He looks frustrated, though. Azevedo's on his feet for some reason. He asked the assistant referee to check on the takedown. These two guys are North Coast Section referees. I know them well.
At this stage, how much can the coach do from the corner? How much instruction do you give?
There's two issues here. Number one, you coach in the room, and then you coach in the corner. It's two different things. Coaching in the room is preparing the athlete, getting him ready to do the techniques and everything else. But in the corner, you can see things that the kid might not be able to see, and you hope that you can help him. But the other part of this, and this is, some of them don't hear you.
That was going to be my question. Now, is it that they can't hear you because of the environment, or is it just because the way they wrestle, they're so focused that it's hard for them to really follow along with specific instructions?
It's the environment. If it's too loud or I've lost my voice more than once, believe me, Danny, from yelling at these kids.
No, you?
Yelling at these kids.
I would think also it is because you're having to make such quick decisions with your body. I think it also would be difficult to process what your coach is instructing you to do. Let's take a look back at these two gentlemen from Selma and San Marino going at it.
Wick's on his feet. He's being returned to the mat by Garcia. Did we get a bloody nose from that? Is that what happened?
Looks like we may have, but we're all clear with 1:45 left. Wick leading 6-2.
Back into his feet, head up, legs are in. Garcia's trying to ride him. But he's got to turn him over or get him to take him down. I mean, to ride out Wick is not benefiting him in any way. He's not going to get a split scissors on him. He's not better. There's that split scissors. He's trying to stretch him out. You can see that position, how wide apart his knees were. But he's not going to turn him over with this, and he's running out of time. I mean, he's down by 4 points. He's got to go. I don't understand the strategy. So he's not going to turn him over. He has got to cut him.
A minute left, 6-2. Wick with the edge. His brother is up next.
Yeah, you know, that's. Did he benefit from that? No, he did not. It was a rhetorical question, ladies and gentlemen.
No, of course. Coach, speak.
It's a little frustrating for me as a coach to watch that, because
What would you be doing then in this situation differently?
you've got the only chance. These kids know how to wrestle, so you want to get on your feet and be able to get in a position to throw your opponent to his back for a 5-point move. That's what you need in that situation. If you're down 6-2, it's a 4-point lead, right? So it's 8-2 now. Garcia's looking for the reversal. He may get it. He's got the escape. He's got the cradle. He's working for the cradle. No, he's not going to get it. It's 4 seconds.
Time runs out, and Zander Wick takes the top of the podium at 145 pounds. Zander Wick wins 8-5, and he is your 2016 California State champion, the first from the Southern section this year.
145, tough weight class, except the kid's a monster.
Just 3 weight classes remain here at Rabobank Arena on Time Warner Cable Sports and TWCcommunity.com. Remember, this is the television home of CIF Sports, your players, your teams, your schools. Time Warner Cable is proud to be the television home of the CIF. We connect you to the hometown teams, players, and info that matters to you. Big hug for his coaching staff. And they'll remain in the corner as they wait for another Wick to take the mat.
So just, I don't get it. You know, he's not getting that cradle on him, and to have to not have him on his feet trying to get to something that's going to be a big move is, you know, just frustrating to watch. Here we go with 152, another tough weight class.